Namaste friends, I am Jayalakshmi Ravichandran signing in on behalf of Magic Numerals. This is letter Q in Filet Crochet. How to work Filet Crochet and how to work the Chainless Foundation DC are available as two video links in the description box below. To work this Filet Crochet we need 61 DCs, that is 20 solid square as the first row. Second, third and fourth rows have got one solid square on either side with 18 open squares in between them. The fifth row and all subsequent odd rows are always read from right to left and then worked. Even rows are worked but read from left to right. So fifth row is one solid square, 5 open squares, 2 solid squares, 3 open squares, 4 solid squares, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 open squares and 1 solid square. Sixth row, 1 solid square, 3 open squares, 2 solid squares, 3 open squares, 1 solid square, 1 open square, 1 solid square, 2 open squares, 1 solid square, 4 open squares, ending with 1 solid square. Seventh row, 1 solid square, 8 open squares, 1 solid square, 4 open squares, 2 solid squares, 3 open squares and 1 solid square. The eighth row, 1 solid square, 3 open squares, 2 solid squares, 2 open squares, 2 solid squares, 1 open square, 1 solid square, the rest are open squares, ending with solid square. The ninth row, 1 solid square, 6 open squares, 1 solid square, 6 open squares, 2 solid square, 3 open squares, 1 solid square. The 10th row, 1 solid square, 4 open squares, 2 solid squares, 5 open squares, 1 solid square, the rest are open squares ending with 1 solid square. The 11th row, 1 solid square, 5 open squares, 1 solid square, 5 open squares, 2 solid squares, 5 open squares, 1 solid square. The 12th row, 1 solid square, 6 open squares, 3 solid squares, 2 open squares, 2 solid squares, the rest are open squares with solid ending with solid square. 13th row, 1 solid square, 7 open squares, 3 solid squares, the rest are open squares ending with 1 solid square. 14th, 15th and 16th rows have 1 solid square on either side with 18 open squares between them. The 17th row is 20 solid squares or 61 DCs. Thank you friends for watching. Have a nice day.